What is up, everybody? I am Kevin Iole. Look at that familiar face in the driver's seat over there. We have seen him before, and apparently we're going to see him again in the UFC. Jorge Masvidal joining me right now. What is up, Jorge? Getting the itch to get back in the octagon, I understand.
Oh yes, my brother. I'm getting back in the octagon. I don't know if it's gonna be the end of this year or next year. I don't know when. I don't have an opponent. We just started talking to UFC right now, so we're gonna see where this all goes. Right now, there's nothing set in stone, but I'm gonna fight, man. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna take someone out the game.
What was it that led you to say you were going to retire in the first place? Right? We thought you were done with MMA. What led you to that decision?
Um, Headspace. There was a lot of things I had to clear up in my head first, and then at the same time, I just felt maybe some things I didn't have it how I used to have it when I was in my, late 20s or early 30s, But I dwell too much on this when there's other aspects, there's other tools of MMA that I could still improve on. And when I got to do this 6 month boxing camp, it was one of the best experiences of my life because I got to get in really, really good shape. And I got out of Florida, I got out of my comfort zone. I was in Vegas for like 6 weeks, a different style of training, different style of lifestyle as well. And man, I felt great. I mean, I was sparring with pro boxers that are 15-0, 13 knockouts, putting in numerous rounds a week, and I really started to feel like, hey, my reflexes are not only back, but I feel good. And my wind is really, really good, and I felt really good in the Nate Diaz fight. I was never in trouble, never in danger, never tired. I mean, I thought I won easy, hands down, but whatever. It's just freaking nuts.
By
But
the
I
way,
feel
did you get paid in that fight?
huh?
Did you get paid everything you were owed in that fight?
Next question.
All right. Yeah. So I heard that not everybody got everything they were owed. So, okay. Uh, let's
I
move on.
heard, I heard good stuff, but I don't know. I just next question for me.
So, given that you're in a different headspace, different mindset, do you think that changes your results? Your results at the end of your last UFC weren't exactly what you were accustomed to for most of your
I definitely think that, and as well, just the where I'm at right now. I'm in a very, very good place in life overall with everything around me. So I feel like I need to fight. I got the sour taste in my mouth, obviously, from the robbery. I'm in great shape. I'm like, I still got a lot of turbo left. I still got a lot of heat in me, a lot of gas in the tank, and there's only one way to let it out, and that's fighting, stepping back in that cage and getting back in there. I did a lot of cool things while I was gone, but there's nothing like fighting. It's the thing that I love
career?
absolutely most. And then second to that is promoting. Speaking of promoting, we got a show November 15th. I got like 15 UFC vets, 2 title fights. It's gonna be a fucking bloody movie. Okay, so that breaking news, I'm breaking it first with you, my brother, because I just got the word like 2 hours that we were rocking and rolling this November 15th. So you the first one to find out right
What do we
now.
got? What do we got? MMA, boxing, bare knuckle. What?
MMA, no, none of that boxing stuff. When I'm throwing in fights, it's MMA bare knuckle. There's a big difference. This is not MMA, with the gloves, or this is not the BKFC. No, this is MMA bare knuckle, no gloves, the rawest form of combat. We're back again, the most violent show on earth, November 15th. I got about 14 or 15 UFC veterans on this card. This is going to be one of our best cards. Last card, we had about 10 fights. We had 7 or 8 finishes. This one, I think, is going to be a 10 out of 10 finishes, whether it's submissions or knockouts. I'm telling everyone, tune in November 15th. We're going to release the names pretty soon. We got the poster, might drop tonight, might drop tomorrow, but you're the first to hear about this combat of legends fighting legends with no gloves, my brother. Enjoy that.
This sounds like what's his name? Dana White. I heard he sounds like he picked up some stuff before. How did promoting help you in terms of your love for what you do and your love for fighting? Like, did being on the other side kind of help put you back into fighting again yourself?
It definitely helps, because I can see myself a little bit more through a promoter's eyes and see how a promoter would look at me, because how I look at talent now, and there's a price tag attached to each talent. What does he bring to the company? Besides that one-off fight or numerous fights, there's a lot of things that can go into consideration. So it helps me have a good measure of what I think, an athlete should be getting, for myself, and then also for the athletes that I be getting.
So when you're back to the UFC yourself, are you going to fight welterweight, or are you going to move up a division, go 85? What's your weight class going to be in MMA now?
Well, welterweight, my brother. Welterweight. Okay. I'm a little small for middleweight, so the welterweights, let's have some fun.
Yeah. I didn't know sometimes guys at the end of their career move up. I didn't know if you kind of felt like that. But you had referenced before your body feels good and your weight feels good. So I guess you know where you're at.
Well, I used to fight at 55, and I could fight at 85 if the right fight came along. I'm not opposed to it. Just the plans right now we're at 85. But if the right fight comes along, 85 it is. I'm not opposed to that either in any way.
How much do you think that the bad results that you had the losing streak, how much did that motivate you to get back? Because that's not what you were through most of your career. To have that string of L's at the end, was that motivating to get you back?
Yeah, not just back, but try things a different way, see a different, solution to the problems and the problems that I'm having, and I got a good formula, man. Over these 6 months, I really got to put that formula into work. I really want to just get back in the cage and see if it's working at the UFC level. I really feel I can make a big difference from my last couple fights to this next fight. It's just a matter of getting in there with somebody and proving my worth, man. Putting all the time that's going to take, the sacrifice, which I already been doing. I'm still in great shape. I'm training every day. It's just a matter of time of getting the right fight, the right time, and really just lock in, try this new formula, and see how it goes.
Do you have any names in mind?
I ain't got no names in mind. I just got some money in mind, line some people up, get them out the way, and then after that, you see where we end up at. I wouldn't mind some big fights, some big fun fights. So I'm gonna see what I could do, what fish I could catch.
Before we let you roll, let's ask you this: what do you make of this card at the Sphere? And what do you think it's going to be like fighting in that kind of a venue where it's going to be totally different than a normal UFC venue? Do you think that'll impact the event itself and in the way the guys fight, being in such a different venue?
I don't know if it'll impact the way they fight so much as it's going to be an experience. So because I've been in there for a 3D show. And it was amazing. It was mind-blowing. The graphics, the stuff. But obviously, they're not doing that now. But right. I still think that they can play a lot of the graphics on their projectors and stuff. So it's going to be an experience, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I really wish I could have made it to this event. And the card is stacked from top to bottom. This is a freaking great card. A lot of up-and-coming talent. There's going to be maybe some future world champions on this card right here. So I think it's a great, great card, man. And the main event is one that I'll be watching closely, brother. I'll be watching the main event 100%. Big fan of both of them. Mirov's style, just coming forward, does not give a fuck, does not know how to get tired. This guy just has an unbelievable gas tank. Pretty good at wrestling, and now he's mixing it up better where he's throwing punches and getting right to it. Sean is a sniper, one shot, one kill type guy. Great athlete, great distance, great timing, the longer arms. So it's going to be a battle. I think who can keep it more in the real estate is obviously going to win, but it's going to be a battle no matter what. I think it's going to end up being a really good fight. Or maybe I could see Sean maybe catching him early too. You never know. I
kind of like O'Malley in the fight, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Everybody, he is back. Jorge Masvidal, you will see him in UFC either later this year or next year. Of course, on November 15th, you will see him wearing his promoter's cap. We will hear more details on that Gamebred MMA show coming up. Jorge, appreciate you, brother. Always good to talk to you. Best of luck to you.
God bless, brother. Thank you, man.